I'm rooting against the Cavaliers because of how they treat LeBron for leaving in free agency. Yeah, he lost in the finals. Whatever. He lost in the finals. You know, he gets to leave when he wants to leave. It's his career. It's his decision. So when it's something like that, I hate when people criticize outside of the realm criticize. But if you're in that team with him and you play every day with him, the guys that play with him in Boston, they can be upset.
Go back for a second. You hate Cleveland
because
of the way
from now on. As
Seriously.
long as Dan Snyder is the owner
even
of
with
that
Kyrie
team,
Irving.
As long as Dan
nothing
Snyder
to do with Kyrie Irving. It has everything to do with Dan.
100%.
Not Dan Snyder. Dan Gilbert.
Gilbert, I'm sorry.
Dan Gilbert.
Snyder's
another asshole.
Redskins.
Yeah.
Get all the Dan Smith, the Dan assholes.
Dumb white guys, you know.
And also their response, and like, you know, of course fans can be fans, but it became a mob mentality. He was pushing it even further with his stupid ass posts on the internet. So,
okay, so just because an owner is an asshole, that doesn't mean that you have to hate an entire franchise and hope they lose every single game.
Also their fans did the same thing, so I'm gonna add them onto it.
What did their fans do? What did their fans do that was so hurtful?
They were burning. LeBron
jerseys.
The jerseys. They were talking. The horrific things that were being said were like it's unforgivable.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But doesn't it hit? And I know you've heard this a million times, and I don't even know why we're talking about this. We are digressing.
Because it's similar.
We're completely digressing. But here's the thing. Doesn't it hit a little harder? Doesn't it hit home a little harder when it's a homegrown kid? Look, if Derrick Rose leaves via free agency, I can't tell you how pissed I'd be. I would be upset. I'd be distraught. I'd be pissed. It's something I'd have to cope with. It's not life or death. It's sports. But I'd be a little disappointed because you know what? Derrick grew up here. He is the Bulls. He grew up loving the Bulls. He grew up in Chicago. He knows the traditions. He knows everything about this city and how great it is. And the fact that he would just ditch and try to go on another team where the talent's a little better instead of trying to produce with what he has. Look, I understand LeBron didn't have the best of talent when he was in Cleveland, but I think he should have stayed.
Who owes the city more? The player that grew up there or the owner of the team who brought the player in and deserves to give him something? I mean,
I understand that. He should have added more pieces. I completely understand that. I absolutely do. Like Mo Williams and Boobie Gibson and Varejao. Yeah. I mean, those aren't Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade like guys. They're role players. They're not stars.
I don't know, man.
So you wanted
the blame always goes to the players as if they're in complete control of everything. And when they get their first bit of control of their career, which is in free agency, we criticize them to no end. Why don't we get on the owners more? They're actually in control. The GMs, they actually have control of what happens every year.
I feel like we do get on the owners, though. Look at what happened with Jim Irsay. He said something that really had no correlation with being ridiculed, and now he is. Because he said Peyton Manning won 1 Super Bowl. Oh, my God, factual. Holy shit. Oh, my God, let's overreact with Jim Irsay.
That's because the owners, Peyton Manning.
Huh?
Just because Peyton Manning.
Oh, Peyton Manning has the most, possibly the most amount of apologists, more than Penn State. So here's the other part. You're saying blame the owners. I feel like the owners get blamed a lot. I feel like they get blamed a super lot, especially when it's a Jerry Jones, Jim Irsay, Dan Snyder with the Redskins, all of that stuff.
You only hear about players getting this, and they shouldn't. I can't believe you did this to your city. Fuck you, LeBron. All this, man, dude, calm down, man. He's not your father. He's not your brother. He doesn't owe you shit. He gave you how many years? What, 7 years there? 6?
I think it was 6 or 7, yeah.
He gave plenty.
Well, he came in the league at 18. He came in the league at 18,
I think.
And now this is his 3rd year. So, and he's 20.
I think he just wrapped up his 3rd year because they lost their first year of the finals and they won these last 2. He's about to go on his 4th year in Miami, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his 4th year. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I thought
he's about to be old, isn't that?
It seems like it was his 2nd year. He's 29, isn't he? 28, 29? I think 28. He's not bordering on 30 yet.
The fact that LeBron is going to be 30 years old doesn't make any sense to me.
No, because he's
always
still
been
amazing.
A kid.